Okay, thanks for joining today, everybody. Here we are. We're unboxing and reviewing GoldenEye 007 for the N64 from Tim's Cards and Games. Very good deal. He does have some good deals, people. Just letting you know. Now, before we get started, I'm going to go over everything that needs to be gone over, and we've got some live action to go over. Oh, yeah. Because this game is a classic for many. Some people really love it, and then some people don't like it because of the graphics and the way it handled. So, before we get started, please subscribe. Most subscribers, to be honest, you'll get thousands of views and only one person subscribes. So, if you can, subscribe. If you're interested in like baby videos, gaming, all kinds of stuff, well, then this channel might be for you. We're also going to be traveling and doing a whole lot of other stuff as time goes on. We're talking 20 plus years of content. And then when I can't do it no more, then my little girl is going to continue on. So, as far as it goes, this game was really loved by many. Now, when I first got this game originally, my copy was kind of like a used copy. So I think I got it from Blockbuster. So I wanted a better copy, and I found Tim's Cards and Games. He had this for $60, and well, to be honest, if you look, it's a game of the year. So this is not first edition by any means. First edition would be the time that it actually came out, and it wouldn't say Player's Choice. So if your game says Player's Choice, this may be like third or fourth, or so edition as far as the game goes. And Tim has always had decent deals. He doesn't try to overcharge people. And as you can see here, he sends you these cards, and they're really nice actual cards. He did a good job at designing them. And as you can see, he's got his eBay store, and he's got other YouTube channels and everything. So he's got a lot going on, and that's really good. I like that. When you got somebody that really wants to try to help you with getting good deals and stuff, he does have some good deals. I mean, to be honest, $60 for this game is far beyond. So as you can see, there's all that stuff. Just kind of going over, letting you know who I got this from. And it's in really good condition. So for that price, I was surprised, because if you go to like one of those comic book stores, you're going to find this game being a lot more than $60 with the box. Okay, I have seen some stuff, and trust me, I've been everywhere, and even this being like a reproduction, like 4th edition or 3rd edition, game of the year, Player's Choice, even though it's not the first edition, it still would be priced pretty high. You're looking at $80 to $200 range, with box. And to be honest, this game here doesn't hold a real close piece in my heart, because when Nintendo first came out with the 64, this game was not on my top to-do list. They put it on the back of the boxes, for the N64 boxes, and we were more interested, and I'm going to be honest, everybody knows, games like Star Fox 64, games like Doom 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario 64 was like awesome. Jet Force Gemini was fun. They had a lot of good premium titles. This game was kind of off to the side. The reason why this game was liked by so many people was due to the multiplayer, and that's really the truth of it. If you try to play the actual story mode, I guess if you're young, you could really get into it. Back then it was doable, but the story mode was really kind of horrible. Some of the controls was kind of hard to deal with, so you had to switch the controls on there. So we're kind of going over this. I'm going to do an unboxing, show you the quality that he sent me, and we're also going to go over the history of some of this. If you look at this game, they based it off of the GoldenEye movie, and back then GoldenEye was like a really high-selling movie, so they picked 007, back then. And originally, when 007 came out, it was back in like 1962, and they made a 007 movie every single year in the 60s. It was like back-to-back. Really, that was pretty much the only thing to go do is watch a spy movie, and back then that's what it was all about. You can ask my mom, okay, and my mom will tell you, it's 007 movies. She just loves to go see them, and I think it's because she grew up with that heritage. Back in the 70s, 007 they kind of fell off a little. They weren't making as many movies, and then as time went on, they came back in the 80s, and as you can see, this day and age, 007 is still widely going on, and I think back then, back in the 60s, people would go to the movie theater to see it, and once TV became a household thing, I think maybe in the 70s it might have started, I'm not too sure, but the broadcast would probably be on TV, and nobody really got into 007, in my opinion, until really the 80s, when we had VHS and we could buy the movies and watch them at home. And that's when it really started to pick up. So the 60s, they really didn't have much to watch as far as movies, so making spy movies were pretty much where they were at. They had movies coming out, but usually these kind of 007 movies, they were a hit because they had like big actors, and back then that's all they had to go see. So let's take a look at this. The GoldenEye was a very interesting game for some people. They really believe that it was this box is pretty good for what it is. I'm surprised. Look at that. There's just a little bit of mark there. As you can see, it's in pretty good condition. I'm surprised at how he had this in such good condition and where he got it from. If it's his own collection, I'm so sorry, Tim, but I took the game from you. I just wanted a decent edition instead of a Blockbuster one, to be honest with you. Those Blockbuster, they put stickers on it. And, so you have to remove those stickers from their stuff. And so, how Blockbuster is. So, kind of the history of this game, none of my friends were really buying it. So, for those people that really got into it, it was for multiplayer. You get your friends over, and it was like Mario Kart and Smash Brothers and other stuff for me. With this game here, well, this collected a different type of audience that might have played during the night when they would have sleepovers or something like that. So, try to jiggle this out of here without doing any damage, because, sometimes it's not easy. So they got the flap in there, how they put those games in there, with the flap, and the flap's good condition. I always know that whenever you're opening a 64 case, okay, whenever you're opening a 64 box, you always open it from the right side, if you guys don't know, okay? Because, as you'll see, this side here, it's the side that has the kind of print of stuff, and the other side is sealed from the game. So the game slides into these holes, okay? And it's only on this side that it has an open way. So if you open it from that side, you'd be like, man, I can't get to the game. And then you tear up the box trying to get to the game. So this is kind of what they did with a lot of the games. They just kind of glued that in there. And it's always the right side of the box, okay? A lot of people don't know that, you know. There's been times when I was younger, I opened them up wrong. So, as you can see, this game is in very good condition. I'm very surprised. He did a very good job at keeping it well. If you look inside of here, the teeth are very, very clean. And as you can see here, it's very clean. And there's the stamp. So the stamp right there, it is original. Okay. So yeah, there's some light marks on the actual sticker, but not bad, not bad, not bad. As you can tell, it looks pretty good. And the sides and the top. Now, of course, I'm going to be showing some actual gameplay on the screen for everybody. The problem I had with the game when I was young, well, actually, I wasn't that young, was I? Was that this game wasn't really that fun. Like single player, you'd really have to get into it and kind of just sit there by yourself. Single player, just it was all right. There was some secrets in there that people don't know about, so they need to check into all of that. I'm also going to have maybe some game codes and some other stuff up on the screen. As you can see, his booklets here are original. They come with it. You know, I'm very surprised. And then you get this free player's guide offer inside. So can I still send this in Nintendo and get my Nintendo Power, people? You know, do I have to pay eBay to get me my Nintendo Power? So, as you can see, let's try not to mess this up here. But we need your help, 007. A top secret helicopter has been hijacked. So, as you can see, they've got this story written on here. And M, you know, it's kind of like, you know, they're going top secret here. Goodness gracious, everybody. So, your copy would come with one of these. GoldenEye Player's Guide, I presume. And it'd probably look like this, the official Player's Guide. So if anybody's looking for it out there, it probably looks like that. I do not own that. And then, of course, they have Doom 64 on here, everybody. That's Doom 64. So not bad. And you can see, you know, right now, if you guys want to go ahead and call that number right there, they accept Visa and MasterCard. Ask for offer 2554. I know, right? We're just having fun. But you subscribe to Nintendo Power for just $19.95. Is that a month? You know? Or do you really get those magazines for $19.95? I don't know. Anyways, they would send you a form like this, and I guess my mom sent it in. I always had Nintendo Powers for like the longest time. And as you can see here, ooh, let's try not to mess this up. I'm going to put this away and seal it in plastic. I actually took it out of plastic. As you can see, this bag here for the Star Fox is in plastic, sealed bag. I'm going to be doing a video on Star Fox 64, Maniac Mansion, and Zelda Amiibos. All 64 games. Actually, all games. It's just going to be over time. I'm going to drag it out, you know. You don't want to do it all at once because then, you know, it's like you made all this content. You don't get paid to do it, so it is what it is. So here's the 007, and it actually looks really good, okay? As you can see, it's not damaged. It's really good condition. I'm very surprised at this. So for $60 to have this with the game, I mean, look at this game. It's good condition, guys. It's really good condition. It looks good. I mean, it's, you know, in the box, I mean, I'm so sorry, Tim. I mean, I'm so sorry. I mean, I know you had it as a deal. Maybe it was sitting there collecting dust, but I had to buy that game. I thank you so much for the deal. I mean, I'm a collector. of video games. Since I was a little kid, it started with Atari and then went to Nintendo. So yes, I'm from the 70s and 80s, people. So as you can see, the content of this booklet, I don't want to mess it up or anything, but yeah, not bad, not bad. I want to try to make these videos a little bit faster than some of my videos were going 30 something 40 minutes, and that's a little much, you know. You know, you don't need 4 hours worth of video game, but they actually had pictures of oh boy, trying not to bend it. They actually have the pictures of the actual movie clips and stuff in here, and it's really amazing to see this game after all these years. Like I said, it was really like a group of boys getting together to play. Now, when it came to like Mario Kart 64 or Super Smash Brothers, my old lady was playing with us. So it would be me, my old lady, and then friends playing. It was never like, you know, this is more like you and your buddies playing, you know. Girls don't always get into shooter games unless it's like Call of Duty or Fortnite or something, you know. I'm going to try not to mark that up. So it is what it is. As you can see, they used a lot of the movie stuff from the movie itself. They've done a lot of iterations to this actual, you know, this 007 series. I mean, 007 has been around for like ever, people. And literally, the 60s was like a big time for it. They did a movie every year because they were making money. And of course, back then you didn't get paid as much. You think you're an actor. Believe it or not, if you go look up what they were getting paid, you'll be like shocked. But now when you make movies, it's like big money because there's so many people in the world. So now's a good time to become an actor versus back then. So it's just really nice to see this stuff. And and I do want to thank Tim one last time there, because this box is in mint condition, guys. I mean, he did a great job at keeping it. I'm sorry I got the game from you, but I am dead serious when I say I wanted another version of it. I didn't need to have it sealed. You know, that sealed stuff is for the main collectors that really go overboard. It's true. I do have some sealed stuff. And, you know, it's just something you don't want to open, and it just collects dust. Like, for instance, we're going to be doing a full in-depth Maniac Mansion video. I know I've already done one, but I bought the collector's editions, and I got it on a deal, so we're opening that limited run game stuff, and that's going to be on one of the next videos. But as far as it goes for this 007 stuff, you'll see that on these boxes here, let's take a look, people. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, so on the back, this is like one of the original Nintendo 64 boxes, and they had 007 on there. Okay, now Star Fox 64 is what we were playing. That looks really good in 4K, people. You're about to be shocked. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos once that Analog 3D comes out. Mario 64 was a very good game. And as you can see, there's some Donkey Kong. They have Tetris. That Shadows of the Empire actually was pretty fun. That was a good game, but it's like single player. You know, there's the Mario Kart 64. I'm telling you now, Mario Kart 64 was ahead of its time. It was really great. But see, this is an original, like, first edition type box for the Nintendo 64. So the 007 right there was on that box already. So they knew what they had, and they were trying to make it happen. Rare was trying to make it happen. Now here's a later edition. Let's try to move some of this out the way here. A later edition of, obviously this was towards the end of Nintendo 64 era, where they come out with the color consoles. If you went to Toys R Us, this was like all they had on the shelf was colored consoles. So for them people overpricing these colored consoles on eBay, I hate to tell you this, but these were mass produced. There's nothing special about them other than that they are translucent in color. I am telling you now. you know, they were running out the stock that they had because they were starting to get beat by PlayStation 1. And so the GameCube that came out, these were what was left, and they were getting rid of whatever they could sell. But Nintendo 64 was major selling. So, as you can tell, it says Game of the Year on that Ocarina of Time. So, that other box did not have Zelda on the back of it, did it? But this one does. And so that says Game of the Year. So you can tell this box came out a lot later. Okay? And there we have it again, Game of the Year 007. So that can go with the game that I have, Game of the Year. Mario Party was a great thing, and Pokemon was a great thing. Donkey Kong 64, I didn't really play much of that. But, you know, I do have it. So it is what it is. Like I said, this was on more that they still are showing the 007. I don't know what their sales were for this game, you know, because to be honest, it didn't sell with me or my friends. If me and my friends didn't buy it, then you weren't selling something that, you know, I figure there must be different groups of people out there because this just wasn't me. I had bought it used or something. But Zelda was the biggest thing on the 64. I would literally play, and let's take a look. I'm not seeing Zelda anywhere on the back of here, guys. So the Ocarina of Time really was a testament of time. Okay? The Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask were like the best Zelda games ever made. And for Nintendo not to remake those for the Switch 2, they would be stupid. And they need to make a better system than the Switch 2. They need to go all out, and they need to re-release some of their old games. I am not paying for a subscription, people. And this year, 2025, their subscription price for Nintendo 64, or I mean Nintendo old games, their price went up this year. So the games themselves, they don't even have all of them listed on there. They don't have them all listed. So why would I want to pay for a subscription? And here's the worst part is with Nintendo's subscription, it's just like I have the ability to play some of these old games. I want a physical copy, or I want a digital download at least. I don't want a subscription. That's just not cool. So I don't know what you guys are doing. Trying to be like Xbox with Game Pass? That's different. Do you understand that you can still buy physical copies or buy digital versions on Xbox? The whole Game Pass thing is just to let people be able to pay for a subscription like renting at a video game store, and you have access to all these games. That's all that is. You get access to all that stuff, you know, day one. So what Nintendo's doing with a subscription for these old classics really makes me mad. They have the wrong people running it right now, people. Okay? I don't know who's in charge over there. Japan's making some weird decisions. What they need is someone like us gamers, because you've been hearing it for years. I want a remake of this. Something that was quality in 4K or higher. Okay? But anyways, enough of the rant, right? 007 people, we're going on 20-something minutes, so I need to cut this down. So thanks for joining. Subscribe. You don't have to like. You can like if you like, but likes and dislikes don't matter to me. I don't even look at that. So technically, if you like a video, it kind of boosts your video a little bit. It doesn't boost it. It shows it to more people. It's an algorithm. It's actually a horrible algorithm. So let's not go there about YouTube. But anyways, thanks, Tim. This game is well kept in mint condition. I didn't even have to really clean this thing. I mean, it just was nice. So this game is a one-of-a-kind and is loved by many people. Like I said, it was all about the multiplayer. Nothing to do with the single player, in my opinion. However, there will be some game clips on there on the screen for you to check out. I would do a full in-depth video gameplay, which I might link at the end of the video, just to kind of show you how basic it really was. And one last thing. You can actually get GoldenEye 007 for the 64 on your Xbox and PlayStation and on your Switch right now in 4K. They actually came out with this game. They remade it. They're doing a lot of remakes, and it's because Nintendo's not doing it that other people that are game lovers, they're playing on other consoles, but they want their games. So Xbox, PlayStation, you'll notice that this game is available in 4K, just like Tomb Raider being remade is available, just like Doom 64 in 4K is available. That's right, people. So check that out. If you really want to play this game with friends, I think, with the multiplayer, it might be where you have to sit on the couch with your friends. I don't know if it has online multiplayer, but I might link that in the video. But you still got your single player, and it's upgraded with graphics, 4K style. So I'll probably show some of that gameplay because I do own it. I think it was like $20 or something like that for the digital version. It was probably on sale. I always buy my games when they're on sale digital wise because I don't get a physical copy. Why pay full price? So anyways, without further ado, thanks for checking the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Ugh.
Click on Zombie Apocalypse.